Hey YouTube, it's Angela. Here we are ready to do another soul guidance reading. Um, I like this one. This one is asking us to follow our passion, right? To really take into account what is it that really motivates you, that moves your soul, and to do that. So the first card I got, okay, we're pulling this week. I always like to show the decks because you never know. We're pulling from the Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Lynn, and also the Wild Mystic Oracle. This is my animal deck. It's got all kinds of animal life in there. And this is by Anastasia Catrice. And then also our Zen tarot deck that helps us clarify the reading. So we're starting with this card from the Sacred Forest, and it's called the Spirit Guardian of Summer, the energy of expansion. This is so if we're thinking in terms of energy and our own soul, we can imagine or set the imagery in our minds that we are coming upon our summer, right? So say we've had intentions of some big dream or some new way of being, or addressing a certain energy center within us that we want to transform, whatever, shifts that we want to make, right? The seeds have been planted in, say, the autumn. And then we go through a period of letting them germinate. Spring comes and they start to show. Summer is when we have the most like earth energy, the most sunlight, shining on the earth, and the most spiritual light, right? Coming from our own soul. So this card, the expansion card, Spirit Guardian of Summer, is asking us to stop sitting on the sidelines, really be in touch with our intentions and what we want to transform, and then work hard, play hard, right? Get the passion, flowing from within us. And one of the main ways to do that is to not repress, not hold back, not, hold in those feelings that you have toward this shift, whatever that is that you want. So it's following your passion, following your joy toward a new way of being, toward a new project, toward a new level in your relationships, whatever those goals are for you. It's time to get to work, really, but really tap into that that joyful, passionate space within you to get things moving, right? Instead of using all your mental energy or waiting around for something to happen, it's drumming it up from within yourself so that you can get the flow going. The Zen cards I pulled with that are, it's hilarious how they always come out, but I got the dream and intensity. So this dream is your passion. That is that thing that you've had in mind. This, like we said, this is all energy work. So this does not always have to be a tangible outcome that you're seeking. This could be just a shift you want to make within yourself, and I'm passionate about it. Say I want to stop seeing the glass half empty, right? I want to shift my lack mentality, which we have a reading from a few weeks back that tapped into that. Well, if it becomes really important to you to shift that, then that's that passion that you want to focus on. That's the expansion you're seeking there. But this dream card is just kind of indicating or allowing you to call awareness to what is that shift? What is that other version of me, other version of my life that I want to see come through to fruition, that I want to see growing and in the light and fully exposed. Then I got intensity. This is passion. This is your, inner drive, that the desire that comes up and allows you to seek the direction that you want to go in. So I love that beginning because it's just kind of setting the table for movement forward, drawing on our inner desires, drawing on that sort of second, third chakra energy where our emotional creative expression and our self-will and empowerment live, right? And letting it show up, letting it come out and catch sunlight, basically, like the summer, so that we can move forward on that path. The next card I pulled is the Wolf Instinct, asking us to trust our instincts where we might feel blocked. Maybe your passionate endeavor has something to do with your daily world. Maybe it's a project for work, and maybe others don't really agree or don't want to see you succeed for whatever reason, or think that their way, their ideas are better, right? That is blockage. That's manipulation in a way, even though it may be well-intentioned. This is asking you to first, take into account what others say, get ideas and let them, come through and germinate within you. But I just saw a crow or a raven, I don't know, a blackbird just like fly and perch right here outside my window. Hi. That was crazy. Because the next card's gonna go with that. But anyway, others' ideas as they come in and add right to your path, add to the ideas you have to move forward, are beautiful and wonderful. But if they're not aligned with your truth and what your instinct says, then you might have to set some of those aside. You are relying solely on your own instincts, and where you might feel blocked or overpowered by another idea or another person, or manipulated into doing it their way, that needs to be done away with. The Zen cards I pulled with that instinct card are suppression. And this is that blockage. This is that sort of overpowering energy that's coming from somewhere. This could also be coming from within you, so that you're sort of like eating yourself up, eating up your idea, your desire, your passion with mental energies that kind of say, no, you can't, you don't have enough, whatever, you're not enough. And that is bypassing your instinct, because you're letting messages come through that aren't aligned with your own truth and your authenticity. So that suppression, remember we said, let your ideas, the soul of who you are and the things that you want to do, catch sunlight. It's that summer energy. There's no room for that with this card, right? So this is something to focus on. Where am I holding back? What am I believing so that I'm holding steady or tamping down my desires and my passion and my energy? What am I believing, as far as from my own mind or from outside sources or from past history? Maybe in the past this didn't succeed and I couldn't follow my passion. And what am I believing to keep me in place? Because we need to kind of let that stuff up and out and catch sunlight and let our spirit catch light and live from the light. The other card I pulled with the instinct card is trust, right? I when I first got this deck, it's been, I don't even know how long, at least a dozen years, I don't remember. 2012, yeah, 12 years. I first got this deck, and this was one of my favorite cards, because at the time I was kind of directionless, actually struggling with real world stuff, trying to keep, I was just single for the first time, it had been a rough couple of years. And this was like, whoa, like she's just soaring through the air and she has no idea what is there to support her or what's coming or how fast or far she might fall. And it doesn't matter. She's at peace. She's soaring. She's moving with the energy, the trust. She's moving with it. And I loved this card. I actually have old pictures in my phone of this card that I would pull up and look at and pick up on this energy. So this is that sort of freedom that comes with trusting in the universe, trusting in our own soul, our own inner guide, and the passion that arises from us that draws us forward into new directions. Love it. That goes with the instinct card. And then the next card, and this is where that blackbird out there kind of maybe go, oh, hi, is the hawk. I know it's not the same bird, but bird energy. But the hawk has that sharp focus. If you see this symbolism around his head, it's like a compass, like a direction. And first of all, the vision that birds or this hawk has is keen eyesight. And for us, and purposes of this reading, with the expansion and the instinct card, we're talking about keen insight as well. Eyesight and insight. Focus on that goal, keep a sharp focus, but also use your insight, use your instinct to help sort of hone into, what it is, sharpen that focus that you have. Seek out your goals. Don't lose sight. Even if it's not moving at the pace you need it to, whatever, it's buoyed by your passion and your desires. And if you stay tapped into that, you don't have much of a chance of going off course if you stay focused, right? So I love that. It's a hunt. Go after that thing that you desire, even if it's an internal transformation, which I got with the Zen cards. Transformation. This is your guide that, following your instinct and keeping your insights fresh and clear. Already you're transforming from within, right? These things will show up in your external world eventually. And like I said, maybe that first card of passion and expansion it's an inside job for you anyway. Maybe this is something you're shifting within your own energy. But if it is an external goal, it will come, but the transformation starts within you. Your outlook on it, your being sure you're filled with desire for making that goal. And that's kind of that passion is flowing. That's kind of all that energy that's moving you toward it. Trusting your instinct and don't lose sight of your goal. That's the transformation. That's the beginning of the internal transformation that eventually begins to show up in your external world. I also pulled creativity, and we were talking about that earlier, how that sort of second chakra energy is at play here with our desires. And the creativity card is being willing to take those deeper desires of yours and express them out, right? Creative expression can come in artistic endeavors. Maybe you're a singer and there's a song you're passionate, there's an idea you're passionate about that you want to write. But creativity is also just simply the true expression of who you are deep down, and letting the world know, letting the universe know, letting yourself remind yourself over and over, this is who I am and this is what I seek to achieve. This all comes under that hunt, that focus card. Focus your eyesight and your insight on your goals. So yeah, the outward expression of what's going on within you, of those passions that rest within you, are helping to enhance that action, that hunting, that beeline toward the things that you want. And then I pulled from the Sacred Forest deck, I pulled Stag Spirit. This is a card of leadership. The stag can be sort of like in a king of the forest vibration, right? He's got a commanding energy, and definitely a leader, but not overpowering others. Not there's no this is a leadership in the sense of being in command of your own energy so that it draws others to follow suit. You might turn into this sort of beacon of light that leads by example, or also just maybe it doesn't involve others. And this leadership is just asking you to take the lead in your own life, right? Using your passions and any motivations that come from that, and then being decisive with how you want to move. This is a card of clarity, but not one that has to be toiled over or worked on too hard from the outside. This is an inside energy, and it's being in command of your own vibration, and then having that knowledge and that trust that is what will take you forward. I got the creator with that. It's that vibration. It's the same thing. From your third chakra, we are the creator of our experiences, and we are not the creator of the things that happen in our lives. We're the creator of how we respond to that and how we engage with change, with new ideas, with new people, with our own higher consciousness. That is what we're creating. We're creating the quality of our experience through our responses, through our alignment, and through knowing our own power. And then I pulled aloneness. We love this one. I love this one. I talk about it a lot, how the sense of loneliness is different. There's a lack there. It's something's missing. I'm lonely because someone isn't there or someone left. But aloneness is empowering. It's knowing, it's the presence of yourself, and using that inner alignment to move you forward towards your goals. Paired with this stag spirit leadership card, it really enhances it. It really gives you that sense that I alone will move myself in the direction I want, right? I am the creator of my experience. So powerful. That's a powerful set there. And then our final set is we move upon the transformation. This is the butterfly. This is, making that choice in your new path. Sort of if the first card was asking us to tap into our passion and our desires, this is the result that proves that you have, new meaning, new purpose, revitalized sort of energy toward that which you want to achieve. Sort of a soul rebirth or something, sort of a new phase of your soul. And, after aligning and making sure that you're trusting your inner guide, and then keeping your clear focus on that goal, and then owning your energy and taking command of it, that's what creates your transformation. And remember, we had transform earlier in the spread, and that came under this hunt card, which is asking us to not lose sight. That's that inner shift that we made, and now we start to see it. The full transformation show up. Not before it's ready. I pulled ripeness with that, and this is really reminding us to be in the flow of what the universe is providing, right? That plum, that fruit that falls off the tree, or is it an apple? I'm not sure. That falls off the tree falls off when it's ready, right? It naturally falls and becomes ready to feed others. But, trying to force it or yanking on it or cutting it too early when it's not ripe, not going to help, right? We must go in the natural flow of what the universe is asking us to move in. And that's how transformation is. We think we're going to, in our brains, it's like, I want to create this new way, this new scenario, this new energy for me. And if I do all the work and I make all the plans and I make the right outline and get it all going, I should see the result, right? Well, sometimes transformation is incremental, right? We already talked about starting from within, and then for it to show up, sometimes it shows up in pieces, but being in a space that is different or new from what space you occupied, 6 months ago, you're in a new space. That is transformation in itself, even though it was gradual. Maybe it wasn't even intentional, but transformation's always happening. It's the shedding and the releasing, moving away from one thing into another. And with the divine timing of the universe, if we're moving in that way, that's where the most fulfillment and the most ease is found in those moments. And then our final card for this spread, it's like after all that work and bringing my passions into the light and, focusing on my instinct and all these things, we end up with playfulness. So the guidance here is have some fun, right? If you have reached that space that you were intending, where your passions led you, enjoy it, like bask in it, be in that. See, there's so much light in this card, and that clown figure is completely free. There's just nothing but freedom in that playful energy. And this is the end of our reading, and the outcome basically is that we trusted our motivation, we trusted our desire, our passion, and we moved in a way that was natural, internal to external, the transformation, and so that we get to enjoy the results and reap the rewards as we move forward. Okay, we're going to pull a little extra guidance from Moonology and maybe a Zen card or two. Let's see what we get. Yeah, we're going to just cap this reading off with an extra message, an extra piece of guidance that is available to us. I love it. Look at that. Well, I pulled 3 from this deck because they all came out. So I guess that's it. But step out of your comfort zone. This is that follow your passion. Don't worry about what your mind tells you, that everything has to be in order for me to make a move. Go for it. Be bold and make the first move. Go for it. This is like follow your passion. Follow what delights you. And like we said, this could be a big major thing, or this could be just something within you that you want to realign. And then the last one I got is have faith in your dreams. I mean, we started with the dreams in the beginning, and have faith, have faith and have some trust in those things that you desire, and the real dreams that you have, that you hold within you. And that will do it for now. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you next week.